We are, Ros.
Hey everyone, we're back.
Walk me through it. What's going on? It's like the
Do you know what? I have
today.
known you for a
Like
long
the
time
goodies.
now, and I have to say that would be your most spoken statement.
What's that?
Talk me through it. I reckon you should get that on shirts. Talk me through it.
And there's a story behind it too.
Yes.
Have we got a new lady? No, you were here
No,
before
she was
Christmas.
Yeah.
You did tell me your name.
Yeah, Brett.
Oh,
Brett.
thank you.
That's right,
Hey,
Brett.
here they all
I'm
come.
gonna forget
Simon,
that again.
Jason,
Simon.
Mark Huffle.
Oh,
Hey, Mark.
Oh, good to see. Nudgy boy, Emerald boy, Valley's boy.
How's things in Emerald?
They're good. This bloke here is he's the mayor of Emerald.
Oh, the mayor of
Owns
Emerald.
everything in Emerald, just rocks on. Owns a training company out there.
Oh, okay.
Trains everyone. I reckon he's trained most of the population out there. Thank you, girl.
So, big
Thanks,
question.
Brett. Whoa, what
Are
is
you
it?
turning
Hit me with it.
Japanese?
Yes.
How was
Do
your
you know
holiday?
that half of them haven't even heard that song? I was
Oh,
asking
really?
our tour guides. They've
Yeah,
never
do you know
even
the
heard it.
meaning of that song?
No. What is it?
Oh,
What does it
okay.
mean? Talk me through
Oh,
it.
no, I'm not going to tell you. Look
Oh,
up the
shit.
meaning of
Google?
that song.
Google the meaning.
I
of
can't
turning
say it on
Japanese.
this.
Two, please.
Yes,
Mark? Is
thank
that all
you.
right? Thanks. Oh, look at you, Brett.
Oh,
it's
we're
like
getting
you've done
looked
this
after
before.
already. Peter Crane. Hi, Peter. Oh, no, Mark, you do that. Mark. Hi, Tracy.
Yeah, Brett, come
Welcome
here.
back, everyone.
Now, this is Brett.
This is so weird.
Brett. It's not weird. Why is it weird? Talk me through
We're
it.
live on Facebook.
We are. We're
Looking
going to
after us this
four other
afternoon.
countries, and we're going to Brizzy. We're going to wherever Matt Jenkins is.
Friday we
Matt's
do.
a
This
Aussie.
is our first one. We've done it for 8 months.
So you're
And this is our
you're
first
famous.
one back.
Overseas. Now, actually, what's one thing that everyone out there wouldn't know about Britain?
I don't know.
A fun
Talk me
fact.
through it.
Come on.
Fun fact. What do you do in your spare time?
Planet Box.
Net? Okay,
Oh,
that'll do.
there you go.
Good. We'll ask you something else next week.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
So,
there's
Japan.
it is
This
big.
man
It
has
is-
just been to Japan
loved
with
it.
his beautiful
Oh,
wife Jules, and
absolutely.
we followed him
Oh,
and
no,
lived
too many
vicariously
photos.
through you on
Too
Facebook.
many photos, I think. Some people said. 'Cause
Some of them
Jules would
were
do
very
hers,
funny.
but I'd do silly ones.
Some of them were funny as.
She did all the scenery ones, and I just did all the wanky ones.
Oh, there was a couple of funny ones she had, but the food.
Oh,
How come everything that you ate looked like wasabi? It's everything's green over
No,
there.
it's only because I was chasing it. It's
green.
called Hello Chris Peters, hello
Matt and Chris,
Jenkins.
welcome.
And
Welcome to 2019.
John Lynch, and so I was chasing this thing called matcha. It's
Yeah.
green tea.
Yeah.
Oh, prime.
Yeah.
Prime.
Did you bring any back?
Yes, of course.
Awesome.
Caught a bag and then like satchels.
Oh,
Oh, it rocks. Good
but
shit.
that's the only satchels you brought back.
Yes.
Guinea?
Yeah. Oh no, got it all checked at the airport. Yeah. Oh
The
no.
sniffer
very-
dogs.
Oh yeah. Well,
Onto it.
we had to go through. So you get randomly checked now. To
Yeah.
Go through it and get your gear checked. So Jules didn't get randomly selected, but I did.
Is the security really, really strict over there?
Oh.
Like, do you go through the 360-degree X-ray
Yeah.
like you do
Yeah,
when
we
you go
did that.
into America? That's
Yeah, I
a bit
remember doing that
scary.
somewhere. I thought that was in Australia. we did
I have a
that.
funny story about that. When I went
Talk
to
me through
America the first time and went into the airport and I had to stand in that thing and the whole big rotation,
Yeah.
and I had my lap band at the time,
Oh no.
and they
wouldn't let you through.
were
That's all
frisking
that.
me and all sorts of things,
Trying
and
to
it
find
actually
what it
set
is.
the thing off. So yeah, but
Is it
anyway,
metal or like that?
I think there's a part of it. There's
Shit.
yeah.
Does it set off the one out here?
I
at
don't know.
Gladstone
It did
normally?
anyway.
Does
No,
it
well,
normally set off
back in at that stage, they had no security at Gladstone Airport. You used to go,
Oh,
you know, when you used
yeah.
to the
I
milk run
remember
to
it. I
Mackay.
remember
So you used to fly from Gladstone to Mackay,
But
but you had to
go
get
through
off at Rocky.
security.
You'd get off at Rocky, have to take your bags off,
That's it.
and then they upgraded all the security in
That's right.
Gladstone.
That was
So yes, it was.
Still, they were easier times.
Oh, they were.
Easier times. Now, since that dude bombed that building, or a few
Vanessa
of them,
Guinea.
what a girl. Had lunch with Vanessa today. Brendan Callaghan.
Brendan, hey Brendan.
My under 15 CQ coach.
Oh
Can you
wow.
believe it? Now, Mr. Callaghan, he won't remember this. Let me tell you this, Ros.
Yes.
One of my very first loves, I suppose,
Yes.
this girl that I was infatuated with, or wanted to spend the next 100 years
Yeah.
with, this girl called Angela Welsh. She was in the hospital at the same time as Brendan when we got back from holidays.
Wow.
We got back from this cricket trip.
Yeah.
And he went in to have an ankle operation, and the girl that I was with, she was in there at the same time getting her tonsils out.
Yeah.
So of course I go to the news.
Oh, you were
agency to buy-
visiting him heaps, weren't you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I buy 2 cards and write the 2 cards out, and of course one's got love all over it, and the other one's
You
got hope.
didn't.
I did.
You did.
No, I'll never
You gave him
forget
the wrong
on
one.
card. And he said, "Man," he said, "I knew we were close."
Oh, what
but
a
not
great
that close,"
friend,
he
Brendan,
said. He was a good lad.
Hey Melissa.
And
Happy
of
New
course,
Year.
she
Happy
asked-
New Year,
she-
everyone.
She said, "I haven't done an ankle." I said, "Oh shit, wrong card."
Wrong card.
Anyway, so talk me through.
She would
it.
have thought yours was pretty bland if it was supposed to be for Brendan.
That's right.
So Japan.
Oh, greatest
Beautiful
country.
place.
So people are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why? Because they're all either Buddhists or Shintos, most of them. And Buddhists are all about people and other people and about, this.
They're very connecting and
Very
very
connected.
calm.
Whereas
Yeah.
Shinto is the original religion of Japan, and it's all about nature.
Ah.
Everything in Japan has a spirit. So the table's got a spirit, the ice has got everything's got a spirit, and we can't upset the spirit. We've got to do the right thing. So there's no rubbish bins, because that would be
What do they do with their rubbish?
negative energy. Take it with them in a backpack and bag it up at home.
So they still throw it out eventually.
Eventually,
Yeah. Wow.
But it's
Actually, Singapore's like that. It's the
No,
cleanest
rubbish bins,
country I've ever visited.
and they
Singapore.
clean, Ross. Like,
Well,
seriously.
Singapore, they have undercover police
Yeah.
officers
Oh,
in Singapore.
really?
If you drop anything,
speed or drop
chewing
or-
gum, cigarette butt, anything, you get arrested immediately.
right?
Yeah, it's a pretty strict country,
Yeah.
but it's so clean to visit. And one of the other things that shocked me,
Mm.
Las Vegas.
Oh, what?
Las Vegas, if you're walking up the strip at some ungodly hour and there is people everywhere, there are people everywhere. There's drinks and rubbish and everything. You get up in the morning, it is spotlessly
Gone.
clean.
Yeah, that's right.
spotlessly clean.
And it's funny because
And they would have to do that for the tourism, I'd expect.
absolutely.
So,
And Japan's the same, because you imagine a restaurant like this that doesn't actually have a rubbish bin.
yeah,
Seriously.
that's crazy, isn't
And
it?
so they've got to bag it all up, and in the mornings the garbage bins come. Remember the old garbos who hang off the back of it? They're still in Japan.
Wow.
Come and throw the bags in. Like, they don't get up in Japan till about 10. Nothing opens till 10. Like, we get up at 6, they get up at 9.
God, you would have struggled with that.
I know. Well, we didn't, because we were up at 6 or 7 walking around. No one.
So, but you had,
Shops
you had
didn't
to,
even
you
open.
had to entertain yourself though
Yeah,
until
well,
then.
7-Eleven
Yeah.
and the Dream World of the Disneyland, they open at that time.
Oh,
So
okay.
by the time you get on a train and go somewhere.
Yeah.
Or if we were going to go and see a temple, they didn't open, you could just turn up. So we get up and get going.
Speaking of trains, guys, and
Oh,
hey Nancy,
yes.
Anton and I were actually going to start back last week and
Yes.
do a live from Japan.
Yes. Not
But
allowed
he
to.
was on the train and he messaged me and said, we can't do it. I'm not allowed to
Just
talk
walk
on the train on my phone.
You're
So
not allowed to
imagine
use your
that.
phone. I know, it's crazy.
Imagine that.
Because you're supposed to be very quiet, and that's
Mm.
about respect again too.
No, and they're a very happy culture. I've had family go to Japan and they just said they just are so, their customer service,
Huge.
how they look after
Mm.
you, it's just incredible. So
And right down to was, if we asked someone for directions, it wasn't enough for them just to show us. They had to take us.
wow.
Like, literally, you imagine someone asking you for directions out here. How do you get to LJ Hooker? You're walking down the street.
Mm. So how was the sumo? I know you said you wanted sumo, sake, and what else?
Samurai.
Samurai.
Oh, samurai.
So you
was
did
good.
all of those things?
Oh, yes. And sushi, sake, samurai, and something else. We could put Shinto on them.
You could put
A
Shinto
temple.
on there.
A temple. So they got these
Jack
Tory
Smith,
gates.
young Try guy.
triathlon. Alan Bradley. Now he's
Oh,
somewhere.
Matthew
like,
and
Winifred from Wales or Scotland.
Oh,
Shit, he
global
tells me
again.
every
First
time.
live back and we're
That's-
global.
Well, we're going nuts. And Matt O'Brien
Alan.
used to work here at Bill Robbo Toyota.
Oh,
He's
okay.
the used car sales manager. Anyway,
Sushi?
sushi was
Oh,
great.
was that sushi? Was that
Yeah.
the other? Might have been a sushi.
Yeah, sushi.
Sake.
Shinto,
Samurai.
and sumo.
Yeah.
That's it. So the best was the sumo. So that, like, actually dressing up as a sumo,
Yeah.
wrestling like a former sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
Like, and I've been tracking. I shit you not. I've been tracking the Grand Sumo tournament. Which
Oh
is on
my
at the
God,
moment.
that'll
We're
be
up
the
to
next
day
thing you'll
5.
be bringing in.
Oh, I know. It's
So is it very?
good.
Is it hard to wear that big suit?
No, not really. No, it's pretty easy to get on.
Imagine carrying that bulk as they're big guys, aren't
These
they?
these guys would have had to be 170 kilos.
Yeah, wow.
And
And they're fit though, aren't they?
I don't know about fit agile.
They're
strong.
bulk agile.
Yeah, bulk agile.
Yeah.
Just strong and like hitting into them like a brick wall. Like they're not going anywhere. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Because they wanted me to get really serious and try to wrestle. And there's no way I was going to. Like I tapped him in the ass. And
You should have done a Matt Burnett and Glenn Butcher.
Well, I know.
Yeah,
I
that'd
know.
be-
Get into it.
Yeah.
Because there was this young 19-year-old Australian kid who thought he'd be big enough and good enough to get him down. He was a solid young lad. And he went nuts, like really hard.
Yeah.
And eventually they just went boom. And they said, oh, we had to get a bit serious with him.
Oh wow.
So he got a bit pumped. And they said, oh, what do you do? And he says, I'll play footy. So he's a rugby union, like second
wow.
row or something. So, yeah.
So speaking of sake and sushi, I commented when I first saw you that it's good to see that you've put on a little bit of weight.
Oh, too much.
So you're carrying
Five
carrying
kilos.
the results of your holiday
Oh,
then?
five
Now you're
big
back
ones.
into the keto
I
with
know,
your
now
black
I'm
tea
back.
and cream.
Well, I've lost the track again at the end of the week. So
How much did you put on, Anton?
Oh, about 5 kilos.
Oh, you can get rid of that pretty quickly. You're actually looking way better than last time I saw you. You look
like
sickly.
a Goodyear blimp.
No, you aren't.
I turn it up.
Ann Webster,
Thank you.
Georgia and Lynette. Happy New Year.
You know Sharon Johnson? The master?
Yeah.
That's her daughter.
They just
And-
opened a restaurant.
Yes, they did. We
Wharf
got to go there.
71.
That's what we should do. We
Wharf
might sign
71.
something like
Yeah,
that.
we have to go and
We've
visit
got to go
Sharon
there.
and do a live from there.
That's right. Now you're talking.
Yes,
Go on the road.
definitely.
Go
Oh,
on the
and
road.
best of luck to them. If you're in Harvey
Absolutely.
Bay, I'm sure it's Wharf
Absolutely.
71, isn't it? Or 17? 71.
I don't know, Georgia Louise. What's Mum and Dad's restaurant called?
I'm sure it's Wharf. Hang on. Wharf.
Do you want to be live? On. Oh, that's right. Mate. No, these are the healthy ones. So yeah, no. In summary, Japan, fantastic. Would go back in a heartbeat. We're going
You
to
would recommend it.
Oh,
You didn't
seriously.
do skiing or anything. A lot of people go to Japan
It's
skiing.
We didn't because we had too much other stuff we wanted to do.
But your last holiday was skiing, so you probably didn't
Mount
want to do
Buller in
that again.
Australia.
Yeah.
I was a bit worried, Ross. Seriously.
71. Thank you.
71
I knew it was. Yeah,
Thanks,
that's why I
George
couldn't find it on Facebook. 71 Wharf, Georgia.
I was a bit nervous.
Give
about
them a plug, Georgia.
Yeah, give them a plug.
Yeah.
Write something about it, Georgia. What's their best feed? What would you
Yeah,
recommend?
what would you recommend? And where is it located in Harvey Bay?
Address. Great idea, Ross.
Yeah, just give them a plug. And then you've got to tag Sharon in here
Yeah.
because if she's on, she can come on and give us.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, we need to get her on and give her a plug.
Actually, we
Sharon's
can't
an
bring her on.
old-
I was going to bring her on the other half, but you can't. 'cause
No,
I'm not on
that's right. Yeah,
top.
but that's okay.
Next
We can.
one
Yeah.
time we'll work it out.
Well, at least tag her so that she knows we've been giving her a plug.
Mm.
So,
But I wasn't game to ski overseas because imagine if you got hurt. Even though I suppose you could point to it.
Oh,
But
a lot of
them don't
people
speak
do,
English.
though.
I know.
yeah.
I just wasn't game. But
I don't think I'd ski in Australia because I'd probably
Really?
get hurt.
Oh,
well,
no, you'd love it.
yeah, but my club feet,
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
true
balance
too.
real
Yeah,
well. But I'm
that's
going to
true
give it a
too.
go.
Yeah, you got to.
I'd
Go
love
on
to
the
give it
easy
a go.
ones, they're pretty easy.
See,
Go on
all
the
the food is great.
John's-
That's the biggest plug for
nice.
71 Wharf.
That's like when your wife comes down.
Narelle
She says,
McIntyre. Hi, Narelle.
Do I
Oh,
look-
John Sorority. Happy New Year. I was going to
Absolutely.
say Merry Christmas. We're way past that. It's nearly February.
That's right, I know. You know what
It's nearly
George has just
February.
done there? She's done the perfect husband reply.
Oh, and she
Did you know
tagged
that?
Sharon. Yeah,
So
all
when-
food is great.
So in other words, when
It's
your
not
wife
singling
comes out,
anything out.
that's right. When your wife comes out, she says, "Which dress makes me look skinny?"
Does my bum look
Or
big in
than
this?
That's
Yeah.
right. No, baby, it doesn't.
No, of course not.
Um,
That's why you don't ask. You ask
that's
someone
right.
like your sister, not your
Oh, is
husband.
that right? You don't ask your hubby.
Never,
Even
ever.
Even though, he's not going to be honest, or he's just trying to keep himself out of the shit.
No, they just won't tell you the truth because they're scared of the reaction. So
But
I've got-
the right answer is you look good in everything. mate.
that's right.
Mm.
That's the same as when we bring something home that's brand new and try it on,
Oh,
and the hubby goes,
Yeah.
"So, you bought something new? Oh no, this has been in my
yeah,
wardrobe
that's right.
for
This is an
ages."
old- And Jules comes home and she says, like, her first statement is, "I've just saved you $50."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Okay, talk me through that." Yeah, talk me through that.
Yes.
And
Carl, what?
and she'll
Hey, Carl.
say, it was 100 instead of 150.
So I've got a big New Year question for you, Anton.
Yes, you're asking all the questions today. I
Yeah, I am.
I don't
Yeah, but
you
I've
always
just,
do the
I've just,
talking usually.
I've just been busy
Oh,
around
shit.
town. I haven't
Have
done
you?
anything
Tell
exciting
us
for
what
you.
you done over Christmas break.
Oh, just worked. It was actually from a real estate perspective, if anyone's interested.
What's that?
Showed houses nearly every day.
Holy
Our office
shit.
closed for 2 weeks.
No.
Had inquiries on properties every day, and
way.
bar Christmas and Boxing Day.
Shit. no stopping you.
Busiest Christmas for at the inquiry level for about 6 years.
Holy shit.
Without a shadow of a
Things
doubt,
are changing in this
still definitely the same level of inquiry since we've come back.
Shit.
So
Oh, great
if
news.
you're been
the
waiting
property
for the
market.
market to start moving, if you want to buy, I'd be buying now. If you're getting ready to sell, I'd keep a very close eye on the
Would you?
market and the median sale price over the next
Is it
6 to
going up?
12 months. It won't go up booming going up. It will go up steadily. But as soon as stock levels start to clear, and we are seeing upward pressure on rentals especially. So the rent prices are going up. If you're currently in a rental, be prepared for your agent to let you know
Ooh.
that you will need to increase your rent. I've had a lot of people who are currently in rentals and they've said to me, my agent said my rent's going up. There's no way I'm paying more. And I'm saying to them,
That's
for
right.
10 or 20 bucks a week, you need to secure another lease and sign up for 12 months
That's
because
right.
they're going to keep going up.
So what's the right percentage increase, Ross? Talk me through
It depends on the property and the demand for the property. So units won't go up as quickly because there's not as big a demand for them. Boyne Tannum will always go up quicker.
because it's
Boyne Tannum has it's
Not that.
more about available stock. So you remember
not
real
much
estate is supply and demand.
No,
So
yeah.
Gladstone has a lot more estates. There's a lot more properties available. So traditionally, and I've been in real estate for 13 years and have seen this pattern.
Yep.
So when prices go up, they go up in Boyne Tannum first. They go up in Gladstone second and Calliope last.
Is that
When the
right?
market's coming
Totally.
down, they'll drop in Calliope first,
Yes.
Gladstone second, and
Then
Boyne
Boyne
Tannum
Tannum
last.
third.
And it's mainly because of location and also how much supply there is.
Okay.
the new estates that opened.
Just very, very quickly.
Christine.
Catherine
Merritt. How's your new job
She's a
going,
mate of yours,
Catherine? Yeah, Catherine used to work at the Observer and do all of our advertising. We miss you, Catherine.
Oh, good.
But I
Good.
hope you're enjoying your new job. Daryl Edgerton.
Yeah, good. Dean just walked past Daryl too, by
And
the way.
Donna Ellis, how's
And
the
Chris
business
Tame.
going? Yeah, Tamy's back.
Another good-looking bald man.
Yes. So,
So things are going.
so things are moving slowly. The prices won't go up in a hurry, but there will be certain properties, and we've already seen properties that have been bought and sold within the last few months, within a short time frame. So some of the valuers have seen properties that someone bought last year, and they've sold them now, and they've gone up, to $10,000-$20,000.
Wow.
That's not saying that everyone's house has gone up by that in value, but if you've got a particular property, hey Chris, if you've got a particular style of property and there's a high demand for that style of property, obviously you will tend to find that the more buyers that are interested in your product, the more chance you have of your prices going up first.
Right.
So something like a traditional Queenslander, when there's not as much demand for something like that, that will probably move a bit slower than, say, your good quality four-bedroom, low set brick with double garage sort of houses.
So as a landlord, we just put some rents
True,
up.
Donna.
When you think about the price,
She's talking about if your rent's going up, factor in the moving costs and having to reconnect your power and reconnect your phone and all the trouble you go to.
See, I've never
If your agent, renting is something that a lot of people have to look at those things, and Donna's right. If you factor in the trouble you have to go to moving, changing, redirecting your mail, all of those things for an extra $10 a week. So if your agent comes to you and you're at the end of your lease and they tell you that the price is going up, listen to them, because and can I please be very clear to everybody? Real estate agents do not control the market. Demand controls the market. So we aren't the ones putting the rent up. The demand has increased. So the demand, no. And we do get people say on open discussions pages and things like that a lot that real estate agents push the prices up. If that was the case, we'd be very rich because we would know exactly when to buy, exactly when to sell, and exactly what properties to buy. And it's not the case. We have a job to do. We have legal obligations that we have to follow. We've got very strict laws in place with the Property Occupations Act. Yep. So our job legally is to get our sellers the highest price that we can get them.
That's who you're working for.
So we have to use those, keep that in mind when we're negotiating. But please remember, if you are renting, your rents will start to go up, and they already are going up. $10 to $30 a week we're seeing at the moment.
Okay.
So
very quickly, Brian Small usually sits over there somewhere.
He's not
that way.
Oh, so
and
is he there?
He listens to us from over there, literally.
Oh, wow.
I can't see him.
We'll have to bring him on one day.
Yeah, we will.
We'll
He's a bit of a shy lad.
I'm just going to move this very noisy chair.
Oh, shit. We're back.
We're back.
We're back at the light.
Barb Sawtell. Barb's been working her butt off this week.
The thing that I was going to just very specifically ask you is, so we've got houses at everything from like 175 to 600. So we've got every price range covered. And I work on, in my mind, 10%. Mm-hmm. So whether that's right or not. So for example, one's gone from 600 to 650. So that's not quite 10%, but close. The other ones have gone, the 200s have gone $20 a week. So I'm just, for everyone out there, if someone says, it's going to go up by 10%, sounds like a big number, but in actual fact, it's only $20 a week.
And factor those things in, like Donna just said.
Cheaper than moving.
Yes.
So anyway.
And the other thing to remember is if you've been sitting and waiting for the bottom of the market to buy something, where actually a lot of our buyers currently have been renting and they've waited for the bottom. So when we are past it. I don't think, there's been movement in a lot of different price ranges and areas, but we won't know more until once the last quarter of the year market monitor comes out, we'll be able to specifically see if there's been movement in certain suburbs. What I can promise you is that inquiry levels have increased, numbers at open homes have increased. We're getting multiple applications on most of our rental properties, and this is not just our agency, it's all the agencies. So we're getting a lot more interest in rental properties. The other thing that's really telling, investors are starting to come back. Because the rents are going up and the prices are affordable still for them. The rent return is much better, so they are coming back. We're getting inquiries now from investors on units and houses. So it's a really good time to start tracking the market. If you need somebody, obviously you can contact me or your preferred agent. Contact me, and if you'd like to, one of my biggest statements is The worst time to find out what your property's worth is when you're ready to sell it. You
Always
should always know what
always
your property's worth, so you need to contact an agent, make sure you
Literally
stay in touch with
it's
them.
a CMA, and most,
We can tell you
and I'm telling
pretty
you,
quickly.
Can I, like, I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to give, if you're a house owner out there, I know we've been talking to the renters. Actually, just before we do that, here's Mrs. Mark's, Mum Mark Spearing. We're going to England now, Mrs. Carolyn. Spears' mum.
Oh, we've seen Carolyn many times. Hi, Carolyn. How is it in England today?
Yeah, I know.
It'd be tonight, wouldn't it, in England?
Well, last night.
Hamish.
Chris Anderson was standing over
Harry.
there 5 minutes ago.
Oh, Harry, that's your
Hamish
mate.
Bowman. Hamish, he's the he's the calendar guy. Remember, he still hasn't sent us a
Fireman's
photo.
calendar.
Yeah.
He's
and
very
Harry's
quiet.
Sydney,
And,
property investor in Sydney. We get all the big guns.
oh, Harry, we're
I'm
talking real estate,
There's
so
some
you'll
big
love
guns.
this.
Oh, he will
You need
love
to
this.
buy a house up here. It's time to buy.
You've missed the bottom of the market. Yeah, this is the start. I know companies that are buying for employees that will shift in the near future. So, in talking about that, though, if you're a property owner, it is so. And I reckon 1% of property owners know this, how to get a CMA done easily and quickly. One is, there's 2 or 3 ways to do it. One is to ring your real estate agent, get them to do it for you, because they've got access to, like, we use RP data personally. Like, I've got an RP data account that we use daily, if not weekly. And then you can get an RP data report for $60 or whatever on your particular property, and you can actually base it on what current properties are sold for. So when I say CMA, I mean
Comparative market analysis. Yeah.
So what
Can
are
I
the
just say
properties?
though, on that, I know there's places you can get that information. You are a very, very knowledgeable property owner. You own a lot of investments. For the regular person,
Yeah.
it's better because it's like those
That's-
online valuations the banks
I
do.
get
They
that.
are not
I get
accurate.
that. I get that.
You
I
need
get
someone to physically walk in and see your property, give you some ideas on what you can do to increase the value or saleability of the property if you are looking at renting it or putting it on the market. And if you have an agent who you trust come out and have a look at your property, once they've seen it, unless you make other improvements to the property in the meantime, you can then stay on the database to get regular updates every 3 to 6 months.
No,
If you're looking at selling in the next year, you need to really touch base with an agent
That's right.
now.
Now.
You need to be preparing your house for sale now.
Exactly.
So making sure that you get somebody to come
Get all
out
the
and
maintenance
give you
stuff
the
done
ideas
and all
on
that
what
sort
to
of
do,
jazz. Yeah.
because you don't want to be throwing good money after bad after what we've just come out of. So, talking to you about the things you can do to actually maintain the property,
That's
get
right.
it up to scratch, and have it ready for when
That's right.
it's time to sell.
Take responsibility though, like know what it's worth yourself, and then build relationships. So it's all about relationships, right? So if you haven't got a real estate agent that you've got a really close relationship with, and you're a property owner, that's naughty. Go and have
You
a
need
good look
to
in the mirror.
make a relationship with somebody, and don't just
Absolutely.
get one out. Get 3 or 4
Yeah,
out,
that's right. Go and meet people.
and it's not about what price they give you. You have to sit across
No,
the
that's
table with
right.
them and actually have a conversation and get to know them and get to know what they know about the market
And understand
what
where they're
they've
coming
sold.
from,
Exactly.
why they've said that, because it's seriously, it's an instantaneous. You can go and find out what every property sold in your suburb for $65. I think it still is an RP data. So you can go and find all that information.
Yeah,
then have
anyone
the
the
conversation.
general public,
Can
you
go
don't
and
even need to
find
pay
it.
for
That's-
that. You
that's
can go
right.
on to On the House, realestate.com, list every house that's
Oh,
ever
you
sold.
can real estate.
You can yes, you can look up any property,
You don't
find
even
out
need
all the
65
details. You can see what the current owner paid for it when they bought it. There's so much information now, and this is
It's all
why I
free,
don't believe agents
That's
will
right.
ever become obsolete, because it's all about that personal contact with
That's
someone
right.
who has been physically into other
Gotta-
properties, and they
gotta
know
have a
how they
relationship.
compare to yours. They know what those
it.
buyers who were looking at those properties were saying about
Not
them,
only
what
that,
feedback they were
know
giving.
who's buying a house.
Exactly.
And they know who's looking for your house.
Absolutely.
That's the key.
We've
That's
got
why
a
we need
massive
relationship.
anyone who lists with us, they get the
Oh, yeah.
benefits of all the previous listings because we keep that information in our buyer database, and we constantly keep in touch with people to let them know when we have new stock coming on. So you do get the benefit of all the previous listings that we've had because of the data that we keep. And can I just say as well, on preparing your property for sale, and we won't go on about real estate much longer, but you can do
We both
stuff
love it.
that will help the saleability of your house without it costing you any money. The biggest things you need to look at is decluttering and staging your property.
Is it decluttering?
Decluttering. There's nothing
Make it
worse
empty.
than a property that's presented that has got stuff everywhere, because when people see it on the internet, they see your stuff, not the house. They're not buying your stuff. So start packing up, declutter now, get a storage shed if you need one. We've got some on our books, but stick it in the garage.
When you're staging though, you want furniture in there, don't you?
Yeah, you don't have to necessarily have furniture to stage a property.
Right.
So
There you go.
but that's one of the services we offer. So
Yeah,
if
good
anyone
on
wants to talk about staging and how it increases,
Shit, I wish I knew that because we were going to stage an elephant and get some photos taken of the furniture in there.
yeah, well, there's ways you can stage without having
That's
furniture in a
like
property.
the photos. that you
No.
can get. Oh, right.
We have different things we
Right.
can do to
Okay.
stage
All right.
too.
Cool.
And it's not about having it furnished; it's about actually presenting it with little bits and pieces that can actually increase how it presents
Is
to
that
the
right?
marketplace.
There you go. Hello, Mark West, the
Mark West.
ugliest profile picture in Australia. It still scares me, but good on you, champion.
I'm
Good to
sure
have
he's
you on.
not
Thanks for-
changing it just because
No, that's right.
he knows
I'm
it
not-
frustrates you.
No, it doesn't frustrate. No, I just find it interesting. I still haven't worked out who it is. Like, you'd have to look closely. It looks like the Hulk combined with, like, Freddy Krueger or
I
something.
don't know. I'll check it out later.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, there you go. There's your challenge. for
I've
this
got a
week.
really big question for
Holy
you,
shit.
okay?
Why
And
is
this
it
I was
really
gonna.
big?
This is
Talk
what,
me
I don't know
through
how
it.
we led
Holy
into
shit.
real estate, but this is what I was going to ask you before.
Because we love it.
So, what is your opinion,
On
Anton,
what?
on New Year's
Shit.
resolutions?
Holy shit. I get that question about 1,000
I'm
times a
sure
year,
you do.
which is okay. I reckon they're great. Go. Everyone says don't have them. I reckon have heaps of them. And if you can stick to them, even better.
So,
You need an
a
action
lot of
plan to
people
go
say
through.
don't wait for the new year to make resolutions, but I believe the new
Yeah.
year is a
Well, it's such a
really
good
good way to
time.
start
It's
a
just-
new.
It's just like, the first. What a beautiful time too. We're going to go down some of the clients that I'm working with now. We start our goal setting process. I'm doing goal setting process with the sales teams for the next year, and then I go back every month and talk to them about how they achieve those goals. So, I think whether you call them resolutions or whether you call them goals, whatever it is you call them, why wouldn't you do that? Especially if you're a business owner.
Oh, absolutely. And I find the end of the year very metaphorical. It's the end
Yeah.
of something, and it's the opportunity to start something. And obviously, the start of the new year is a really good time to actually reflect on what you've been through, what you've just
Absolutely.
achieved, what you
What you
haven't
learnt.
achieved, what you'd like to achieve. So I think New Year's resolutions are a great thing, but I also
agree.
think you shouldn't put too much pressure on yourself.
No,
And I was actually talking about this to someone the other day, and don't just fail once and
No.
say I'm never drinking
No,
again.
that's
Have a
right.
drink and then go, oh well, I screwed it up
Keep
now. I might as well
trying.
just keep drinking.
That's right.
So you need to be a bit kind to yourself and
That's
make
it.
sure that and don't do 1,000 things that make it
No.
impossible for you to
You
achieve
set
everything.
yourself up for success.
Yeah,
Make
absolutely.
it easy. Don't say
Absolutely.
I'm going to go to the gym 7 times a day from none. Say I'm going to go twice a week.
And they reckon gym membership
Goes
the start
up
of the year
until January the 14th.
goes up, but
Oh,
the
muscles. Thanks,
the
champion.
actual people who are attending drop off pretty quickly.
Oh, absolutely. Do you know what? So last year I did. Actually, let
That
me
is
ask you
good tea.
this:
Thank you, Lightbox.
what are you going to do every day for a year other than poo?
Oh, what does
And
that mean?
shower?
Message
Well,
just came up.
That's not.
Oh.
What are you going to do? Have you got anything done? Well, selling the Gladstone lifestyle in business, yes, not so much. It's good to reflect, refocus. Yeah, refocus. Start
Good
one
on you,
have
Donna.
each week. That's a good idea. Each week, have
Start
a
one new
focus.
habit.
I
Imagine what you can achieve by the end of the year. It's like that book
I
you told
know,
me about.
the one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Well, every Sunday, I've still got in my calendar, which I could show you here. I have something in my calendar that
Oops,
says.
they can't see us, can they?
Yeah, they can still.
Okay. We're in
It
Anton's
says-
calendar,
We're just
really.
in my calendar for Sunday, and I'll show Ros this because she'll appreciate this. One thing I will do better.
Oh, wow.
Every Sunday, one thing I'll do better this week. So I actually write something down every week, one thing I'll do better. Do I
Wow.
always nail it? Probably not. I'll tell you what I'm going to do every day this year. Well, I'm going well so far. It's 10,000 steps. Last year it was a live video. This year it's 10,000
You know
steps.
that it's like not more than halfway through that. You got a lot to do this afternoon.
I know. So I'm meeting Jules at 5, so I'm going to have to go
Oh, that's
at
okay.
the dog park.
Oh,
So we're going to go
nice.
and walk the dog around the dog park. I've already taken him there.
Isn't the doc thing? Oh no, that was last night. The doc on Thursday nights, I think it is. They have the pooch and.
Oh, do they have a dog ride down
Yeah, you
there?
can bring your
No,
dog down to the
really?
dog. Yeah, what's
Oh,
it called? Pooch and
Pooch
something.
and paws or something?
pot. No,
What?
beer. Something to do with beer.
Pooch
Pots and paws or something it's called.
I'm going to the dog. We were there last night. Hello, I need a 40.
You can take your dog down
She's
to the
closed.
dock.
This is One Dental, just down the corner.
Hi,
Just
Anita.
walked past. You were closed.
Anita looks like she's been to America, or does that star say?
See
Hi.
Britt, be a good girl.
Nice tea, thank you. Anita looks like she's been to Hollywood
Yeah,
Boulevard.
I think that is from Hollywood Boulevard,
Yeah.
actually. where we're going, 10,000 steps.
Yeah, so that's your one thing
That's
that
one thing
you'd
this
like
year.
to achieve every day.
What pints? Pints and pools. Right.
Oh, thank you, Carl.
Thanks, champion. Because we drove past the dock last night, packed.
Oh,
Like people
and
falling out of the joint.
yeah, a lot
Seriously.
of people like. Actually, I visited a place in
packed
northern
out.
New South
Yeah.
Wales, and there's this whole strip down near
Yeah.
the beach of coffee shops,
Yeah.
and not just once a week, every single day. They're all pet friendly
No.
cafes. You can take your dog.
Is that right?
They all take their dogs for a walk down the beach. Cheers, Carl. Take their dogs for a walk down the beach,
Then
and then
go
they
for
all
coffee.
go for a coffee.
Right.
And this whole strip, I don't even know where it was. I can't even
Melbourne,
remember.
you said?
It was, I think
Where?
it was northern New South
New
Wales
South- New
somewhere
South
that I
Wales.
went with I stayed with some friends, and I was blown away. And all these little dogs, and everyone was having a ball.
Is that right?
Yeah, and you're allowed to take your dog to the coffee
Dog
shops.
owners are good.
They are.
Dog owners are nice.
They
You know, they're usually pretty friendly, as long as the dog's friendly too. So we were at the dog park this morning, and our little dog's friendly, and he gets beaten up by other ones. But he's a sort of a solid lad, and he can run. So
Yeah.
he just runs away.
Oh,
He actually, get this, he was getting beaten up the and this dog, not beaten up, this dog was barking at him the other day, and he stood behind me. I had to protect him.
Oh, that's
I had
beautiful.
to go into bat for my little
Why?
mate. And you think he'd be protecting me, but he's standing behind me. Very, very cute.
That's
Anyway,
not the big dog you have on your
yeah,
line.
big doozy.
He's not that little.
Oh, no, he's medium, average size.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid unit.
He is.
Yeah, he's
he
in
is.
good shape.
He is
The
average.
vet said today, why is he in such good shape? I said, because I run him like a mofo. If he runs 15 Ks on a Sunday morning. And I think I nearly killed him.
So he'd do
That
more
was a
than
bit high.
10,000 steps because his legs are shorter than yours.
Yeah, that's right. He would too. And he's got 4 of them. He's got double him out.
Exactly.
Trent
Maybe
Morris.
maybe you should start running on all fours to get your
Oh,
steps done
shit.
quicker.
Yeah, that's right. Give him a chance. But, I tell you what, he's as fit as a fiddle too.
Yeah, so I was
So,
telling
yeah.
you earlier,
Yeah, talk me through it.
we had some great results, and I have mentioned this before, but I'd like to just bring it up again. Our Central Queensland Emergency
Oh, yeah.
Services Appreciation Day was held on the 14th of December.
Yeah.
I've had some amazing feedback
Good on
from
you.
that day,
That's so
and
good of
so
you to
proud
do
to be involved in
Yeah.
organising that event. Anybody that ordered shirts at the fundraiser, I have literally just been to Gladstone Printing Services to pick them up.
Got 'em.
So I'll be bagging them up over the weekend, and they'll be ready for collection from the Rocky Glen throughout the week. So I'll send everyone a text message. But I have to say, we are blown away. We were blown away
How much did you raise?
we raised over $10,000. So that included the cash money that was donated that we put on the bar. So the emergency service personnel that attended the day were able to drink at the bar from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m, shouted by the general public and the businesses that donated money. And we also have obviously got a really great deal on the T-shirts that we had printed for the day. And so I've just picked those up. So we're
shout
waiting
out
on,
shout out to.
so Gladstone Printing Services, they did our shirts for us, and thank you so much. So I can't wait to see everyone walking around town in their shirts.
How many
I've
sold?
worn mine. We sold about 30 or 40 shirts. So we got orders for, and that's not counting the ones we had printed that people wore on the day.
Right.
All the staff and volunteers had them to wear on the day. I've been wearing mine on my
Have
days
you?
off, and
Oh, very
getting
good.
a lot of people stop me, and
Oh, nice.
really, really glad about the efforts of everyone who organised that and the businesses that were involved. But I have to just, let everyone know we will be announcing, we're just liaising with the head of emergency services locally to find out where that money will go to, because we want to make sure it stays local and helps out some of the brigades and services
on
that need, something
that.
particular for their sheds or offices or whatever. So once we have found out where that money is most needed, we will be doing a big presentation
Good on
with
you.
a big fat check to them.
Will you share it around to a couple of groups?
Well,
or
we don't get a
not
say
sure?
in that.
Oh, who does that?
Well, Craig, who is the gentleman that we've been talking to, he's contacting everyone
Right.
at the moment to
What's his
find
role?
out
What's his role?
Oh, I can't remember that.
Like grants coordinator or something?
Yeah, I can't remember his role, but he is actually currently finding out where the money is going to be spent so that we can actually make sure we publicise that. So we'll be doing a presentation and hopefully get some media involvement to make sure that
that's a
all the
good
people that
idea.
were involved and businesses that
Yeah,
sponsored and
yeah.
supported us are aware of where it went to.
Okay, yeah.
So with taking obviously a couple of things out, like the balance of the shirts that we had to order, we've got nearly $7,500 that we'll be donating from that day.
Oh,
So thank you
shit.
again to all the organisers. Thank you so much to the Rocky Glen Hotel, Damien King, who was the gentleman that came up with the idea of doing something in the first place. And
to
obviously,
everyone
thank
that
you to all the
donated.
businesses and the people that donated cash and time and goods, the food stalls that attended. Also, thank you so much to all the people that came on the day. I know there was a lot of people disappointed they couldn't make it because they were still cleaning up after the fires.
Well,
we had a cyclone pending.
Yeah, that's
so we were lucky we didn't get blown away on the day. But we also had a lot of people donate marquees and things so we could have it go ahead. So it was undercover.
Yeah.
It was a sensational day. And the biggest thing I got out of it, it was never designed to raise money. It was always designed to give, show our appreciation to the emergency services. And from all accounts, the guys and girls from the emergency services, the personnel who attended, they loved the opportunity to catch up with the people who fought side by side with them from other brigades that they hadn't seen since the fires. So they sat down, they were able to chat, debrief, share their stories.
Bit of camaraderie there, right?
It was fantastic. So thank you everyone that was involved, and we are looking at doing it as an annual event so that we can thank them when there's not something big like the fires on. So watch this space. Hopefully we can organise it again next year.
You can really make it for police and ambulance as well.
Well, it was to thank everybody. It's just that we can't, obviously $7.5 grand won't go far if everyone gets it divided up. We need to be guided by the the powers that be to know where that money is most needed. Obviously, a lot of the those emergency services are government funded. This has got to go to places where they have to raise money. So we want to make sure it goes to to help with something that's actually needed.
Value something.
Yeah. So
Jason McMillan, Nudgy Boy. Good day, brother.
You must have half of Nudgy on here. So
I know,
hey, Jason.
love it. This hasn't Facebook been good.
Yeah, I know.
I only see these boys like once every 10 years, every 10 or 20, 30 years. Rachel Sampson and Juanita Lombardo was her maiden name. And good little Tallulah State High girl. What a great girl.
And Fiona Owen. Hey, Fiona.
Yes, that basketball extraordinaire. Science in America or something.
One of my very dear friends, Fee.
And the hubby's chiropractor.
Yes.
I go out there too. And actually, that reminds me, I'm due again now after that war. Carrying a backpack around for a couple of weeks.
Doesn't it kill your back when you've been
massage?
When you've been traipsing around another country, carting everything and all your luggage
and
in
I've
and
got a
out
strong
of
back, and Jules hasn't, so she struggled. And she didn't have a good backpack, whereas I bought a Kathmandu one, and it's got a chest
you better
strap.
get her one. It must be her birthday soon.
Absolutely. We're going to DFO tomorrow. We're going to Brizzy tomorrow. Going to Brekkie
off again.
Yeah, going to Brekkie at the what's that place called in the city there? What's one of the big Sofitel? Brekkie, Sofitel, then DFO, and then we've got a
fancy. You're taking us somewhere fancy.
Absolutely. And then we've got some personal development tomorrow afternoon before Phil Collins tomorrow night.
Barb's going to Phil Collins. Barb's going.
I can feel it.
Barb and Brett are going to Phil Collins, and it's very exciting. I know.
So very pumped. So we've had him playing on our Google Home for about a week.
Learning the words.
Getting ready.
Scream it out at the concert.
That's right. Well, probably not. Well, hopefully we're just sitting down. Like a lot of people love getting into the mosh pit, and like I've spent plenty of concerts down the mosh pit.
Yeah, I bet you have.
But I just like sitting there chilling and just appreciating. Like I reckon when you're moving and dancing, you can't get into it. And like if you get old Pink concert or something like that, she's just all over the joint, and you have to actually be in the moment. Like I'm a photographer, as you know. I take a photo or two, and
everyone else at concerts nowadays.
That's right. And I got to the point at the Pink concert where I just couldn't take a photo because it's so mesmerising.
Oh yeah, she's amazing. One of the best concerts you can go to.
And so, and that's the experience I like having at concerts. I like just sitting there and just being in the moment.
Yeah, it is good though. One of the best concerts I ever went to as far as engaging was the Eagles. I saw it before Don Henley died. I went.
Fry.
You know who I meant.
Glenn Fry.
Before Glenn Fry passed away, I went to the big one that they got the old Eagles members back, and it was amazing. But they were very clear right from the start, no phones. It was the only concert at the end. No one was allowed to hold up their phones. They said if security see you hold up a phone to take a photo, you're out.
Why?
Because they were trying to get everyone to engage with them and concentrate on enjoying the music. They didn't want everyone holding phones up. So everyone just sat on their best behaviour, and they nobody held their phone up, and everyone was just so engaged in the music. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. No, we've done Eagles too. Donna Ellis, create a lifestyle you don't need a holiday or break from. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that sounds nice in theory, but I really need a holiday.
Me too. I need a holiday from the holiday girl.
It's hard when you own a busy business. It's so hard.
I can't get into work mode. Had 3 big days this
Yeah,
week.
but
so
it's really
client-facing's
difficult when you
fine.
get
Like, I
back
was-
from a holiday like Japan.
Yeah, I know. I was okay when I'm client facing, but the last 2 days at home doing proposals.
You'll get into
and
it
admin,
again.
I know. I hope so.
You're very motivated. You'll
Oh,
get into
yeah,
it.
Thanks, girl.
Just takes a
Appreciate
little
it.
while.
I did. It's gonna go
I've had so
well.
many friends go on holidays though over this break
You feel
time,
like you had
and
a break?
well, not really. I'm just living through
just been
them, but
kept working.
yeah, I've had friends. Well, my family, my sister and her husband went to Austria. They met up with
no
her daughter
way.
over there. She's living in England.
Austria.
They had Christmas in
Europe.
Austria. They went to Russia and all these other amazing
Holy
places.
shit,
I've had
bro.
friends go on cruises. I've
Holy
had
shit.
friends. Yeah, I've had friends go
Went
to
to Japan.
Fiji,
Shit, Fiji.
Vanuatu, like all these photos on my Facebook the whole break.
You've seen the whole world.
Well, I have, but I've actually worked the whole
Oh,
time. I
shit.
didn't actually get a break.
That's all right.
So.
Well, hopefully you're making some cash.
Yeah, I had a lot of other things
Doing
going
all
on
good
too
stuff,
that I
yeah.
was
Yeah.
trying. It's just a
Hey,
good
how's
chance
your-
for me
how's
to.
your,
my tailbone.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's actually 1,000 times better after a massage and chiro
Oh,
appointment on
yeah.
Wednesday, but I did suffer a lot over the break.
Did you walking
Yeah.
too much?
Oh, I just, when your chiropractor goes on holidays, your
Oh,
massage
goes on
and
holidays.
see, because of my club feet, I have to have every 2 weeks.
Regular?
I have
Right.
lymphatic drainage
Oh.
to keep my feet.
What's lymphatic drainage?
They actually push really hard up your legs to actually get the lymph, because my circulation's not good in my legs.
She's
So
usually here on a Friday.
yeah, she is. She was here actually a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
before the end of the new year.
So lymphatic
So it
drainage.
helps me because I have bad range of movement in my feet, and I don't have because of my bones are all cut and manipulated, and I don't have ankle bones and that other people have. I need someone to actually do that drainage. I wake up with really bad cramps in my feet a lot of the time because I just don't have the same makeup as other people's feet. So now that I'm back into, I had my first massage back on Wednesday with my beautiful friend Kay Longdon, who is the best. I mean, I think she's the best because she
In the
just
world?
knows.
Right. Because
Yes, she owns the body clinic, so
Where's that?
it's over at her place over in Kincora.
Right.
But yeah, it's just amazing how much.
Good on you.
And guys, honestly, if you make one resolution this year,
Go and
make
get a
it self-care. No,
Oh,
just make it
self-care.
self-care, mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and
And I
soul.
actually posted something about that this morning.
Did you?
We're
Talk me
going to
through it.
go back through our memes, and yeah, so you just
Well, I was going to say
Hold
that
for
you're
one
like
second.
you're like the meme queen, right? And you're like the social media guru.
except I can't see.
I think Donna Ellis has overtaken her. Have you seen how much stuff she's posting lately?
Yeah, I know, but
She's about 6 times a
I
day.
have about 15 private groups that I put stuff
Oh, do you?
on as
So
well.
you don't-
Yeah, a lot of
Are you
support
doing that
groups.
as well?
Yeah,
Holy
I've got
shit.
different groups that I'm in. That
Jesus
I
creepers.
yeah.
You know,
So
I've hardly opened Facebook since I've been on.
I know I've noticed you've actually not been.
Yeah, I know. I haven't even been on it.
So
Seriously.
this was one.
Yeah.
Repeat after me. That was my last year of tolerating less than I deserve.
That was my last year of tolerating
Less than what I deserve. Yes, and the
That's a
other
good
one,
call. I like that.
I think it's really good too. And the other one was
Oh, did you post? No. Were you the one that posted? I haven't come this far to only come this far.
Yes, that was
That's
another
a
one.
goodie.
Yes.
I haven't come this far. I've only come this far. Love that. What else you got there for?
Oh, the other one I posted was I'm slowly becoming the person I should have become a long time ago.
So what's stopping us? Fear. Anyway, that's next week.
Yeah, but
What
it's
a
about
hate.
working on yourself, and that's what my
Personal
whole
development.
If I've
That's what
got
we're
if
doing
I've got
tomorrow.
a resolution for this year, it's just to continue to work
Self-care.
on myself.
Oh,
You've just got to keep working
Yeah,
on
I agree.
self-love.
Oh, absolutely.
Making yourself a
Self-improvement,
priority, physically,
self-development.
mentally.
We got to
So
learn some shit too, by the
Yeah.
way. What did someone say the other day? Your ability to learn correlates to your ability to earn. And I always say that your earning potential is based on your learning potential. Now, finally, very quickly, because I'm going to have to go soon.
yeah,
Plus we've
you've got
gone
to
too
go. You've got to
long.
go do your 5,000 steps.
Absolutely. Hey, what are we doing next week? Give me a funny topic. Give us.
Are you
a funny-
here next week?
Shit,
First?
yes, I think. What's a funny topic we can do? Like, we
We'll have
need
to
something
discuss
like the come on lines. That was good.
Yeah, that was
I still
pickup
think,
lines.
I think
was
we need
very
to do
funny.
something a bit out there.
Yeah, well, how about we talk
Something
about
like-
it this week?
Something like.
Anyone who's got any ideas, that would be awesome.
I'm thinking
That was really funny, and it's still
That
our
was.
most watched
Is
video.
it still our most? How many people watch that?
I don't. I think it's well.
Thousands, you
Yeah,
reckon?
I don't know. It's well
Really?
over. It's a
Heaps?
lot. It's a lot at the
Right.
moment. So.
Because we
And-
were good that day at coming up and picking good ones.
Oh, it was funny, but it was sort of in conjunction with the pickup and
that's
speed
right,
dating
'cause it
thing
was
they
that
had here. So it was
speed dating.
very funny. It was
That's
very,
right.
very funny. And just remember, guys, our page. I have been slack over Christmas because I've got
Yeah.
1,000 other things going on. But hello, my
Here he
gorgeous
is.
son.
As Roz's son
Oi,
turns up.
skinny, come here.
I know, he's a skinny little man.
He is. He's lost 52
Where's his
kilos
mum?
now. He's got no bum, my son.
got no
He's
bum
lost
at all.
52 kilos now, so
52.
he looks
He's a
amazing.
skinny little
I don't even recognize. We walked past
I
and I'm like,
know.
oh my god, that's my son.
That's right. That's
So
great,
anybody,
Hello, Brett Smith.
hey Brett. I've just you had a bit of a break from our page, but I am going to start doing some more live videos from our local businesses and functions and exhibitions and
Pick that up
things.
a bit. You've been slow.
Well, you haven't done one
shit.
yet. You haven't
Really?
done one. You have not been there and done one.
Shit.
It's all
I'm
been
onto
there.
it. I know.
But this
I
always
know.
gets shared.
I know.
Your video, one's on your page, we always share.
Thank
But
you.
if you have an event coming up, a business that you'd like to promote,
Yes.
a training session you'd like to promote,
Yes.
anything at all,
Give
and
us
you'd
an
like me
event.
to come and do a live, then
Like
please make sure that you get in touch with me. Send me a private message. Anton's tagged me in this if you want to send me a private message. Make sure that you send me a message. If I can come and do a live with you, I will.
Well, why don't we
And
do one
I'm
with
determined we are getting Matt Burnett on this year.
We will.
Glenn Butcher kicked it out of the park
Oh,
when he
he
came and talked
smashed
to
it.
us.
He-
But
How good was that?
did you see Matt's post about the cut? You remember when Glenn came, he said Matt's just had a thing out of his cheek.
Yeah,
it turned
yeah.
out to be a melanoma, so he had to go back and have it even more cut. So,
Is he going to pull through?
yeah, he's got a big scar there, which actually has been sewn really neatly. But Desley O'Grady actually encouraged him to go and get it checked, and he's very grateful to Desley.
He
So
would be. I'll tell
big-
you what, she'd be a good one to get on.
she's actually
She's
great.
an
Desley is the most
inspirational
beautiful
woman,
person.
man.
She
She
is.
is.
She is, and there's a lot of people this year that will try and get on because there are a lot of inspirational people around.
Maybe
the
every
place.
second week we get someone on. 1 week we do us, and then.
And if you want to come and do a live,
have
guys,
some
we're
fun
here
with
at
us
4 o'clock every
Thursday.
Friday.
Oh, Friday. What did I just say? Then? Did I say Thursday?
We've
Why did I
never
say
been
that?
here on a
I know,
Thursday.
I know.
So
I'm
every
here
Friday at
Thursday.
4 o'clock, we're up at the Lightbox. So if you want to come and jump on and give something a plug
Just
or
don't
have a
move
chat
the
about
chairs.
anything in
Don't move the
particular,
chair.
do not. He will go
Oh, I
off his head.
know.
So yeah, make sure you come up and say hi to us. But if you
should
do
we
want to,
go to businesses this year? I think we should.
well, that's what I do on our page. That's
No,
what,
but I mean
that's
like
what-
you and I.
Well, you can come with me.
Well, on
I
a
just gotta
Friday
whack
arve, I
myself and
mean.
stick
On a
out.
Friday arve.
Oh, we can do that.
Go and sit in someone's businesses and do it on a Friday arve.
Well, we can. It just takes a bit more organising. So, yeah, I'd really like coming here. They look after
You
me.
like it?
I love their tea
Right.
on a Friday.
Do
It's a
you?
nice way
Right,
to end the
is it?
week.
Right.
So everyone knows
Okay.
where we are.
All right. Yeah,
Come
yeah,
to the
no, that's
Lightbox.
true too.
If you want to do a live from your business
Oh, shit, I
though,
gotta go.
let me know. Now, Anton's got to go and do his
I'm
other
walking
5,000
dog.
steps.
Oh, I
He's
know.
going to walk his dog with his lovely wife, Jules.
I know. How am I going?
Very quickly, how's Mellifon Street going?
Great. It is a
It's still
good
there.
house.
That's good. It's still there. It's all
We're
right. The
gonna sell it
market's
this
starting
week.
to move.
We're going to
so-
sell it this week. It was funny because I didn't mention it before. This last 7 days, average over 10,000. Look at that, over 10,000. So I've been going.
You've got a bit
so
to do
good.
today then.
I know, I've got heaps to do today. Every night at like 10 o'clock.
I
I'm
told you.
treadmill doing the walking action. It's a tough goal. It's
It is.
tougher than doing a video every day. I'd much prefer to do a video.
Do you miss
every
it?
day. No.
You
don't.
did how many days in a row?
365.
You did 365.
Yeah,
That's
I got sick
amazing.
of it in the end. There
Yeah.
he is. Lighter,
Hi,
no.
see
He
ya,
wants to
mate.
smoke. Oh, what's that? Is that a lighter? All right, team.
All right, we're going to say
go.
goodbye. Have a great weekend, everybody,
Be
and thanks for joining us. Welcome back
Thanks,
to
team. And good on you,
2019,
love.
and good
Another
luck with your
great stuff.
5,000 steps
Thanks,
today.
girl.
Bye, guys.
See you, team.